Right, now here we go. I got the materials ready, and first of all, if your channel is very smooth, has a smooth surface, then you have to scratch your very pretty hard your channel first, so that your glue can stick and hold to it. So but this surface is really nice, so I don't need to do that. I don't think you can tell because of the light and stuff. Anyway, I prefer to use this glue, and it's really good for large rhinestones and metal chains. If you use tiny rhinestones like these, you'll need another kind of glue and a sticky pen, right? Not enough about that. Well, I'll start out to put just a bit glue, few centimeters here, to see how it goes. Oh my goodness, it's about 10 years ago since I made a Browband like this last time. I need to change my glasses, otherwise I can't see a thing. I'll start out with this one. Here you are. And you can push them together so they aren't that long. I don't think you can see what I'm doing. I'll see if I can change that in a minute. The first one is pretty hard to get right, especially because the channel is a bit too narrow. But it got in place into the glue. That's the main thing, right? The next step is very important. Take a toothpick, move your glue just a bit around, because if you use too much glue, it will pop up, just like that. But here you are. I'll start out with the bright color. And again, take your toothpick, remove your glue slightly. Not remove, but move. Sorry. And then, this one again. Make sure there is glue enough underneath. And again, move your glue just a bit away from your first. I'm not too pleased about this one. And then the mocha brown. There it is. And again, move your glue lightly, spread it out, and here it happened, a tiny accident. As you can tell, no, it's so difficult to see because I almost can't see it with my own eyes. If some glue pops up between this and that one, you have to remove it, but wait a couple of minutes, because it's easier to remove when it's half dry. If you do it when it's wet like now, it will just get really messy. Now a bit more glue. We carry on. Make sure there is not too much, not too little. People ask me, how much glue do you use? Yeah, that's not an easy question. It's a good question, though. But it just comes from experience, yeah? You have to make, the first Browbands I made, they looked really bad. And it was filled with mistakes and stuff, and the glue was all over the place, and I don't know what. Move your glue. So, practice. I can always say practice. As I told you, it's 10 years ago I made a Browband like this, so in the beginning I can feel, it feels a bit shaky, yeah? And again. A wooden toothpick is one of the best things you always need it for one or another thing, so there you are. And one more. By the way, and I'll tell you, I'll say it again, I'm extremely sorry about my poor English. I know it's really bad, I know, especially because I got this Danish accent, and I don't speak English during the day, so maybe this is going to be a good practice for me, especially when I do more and more videos for you. It will get better, hopefully. I will write down the material list below this video so you can see what I'm using here, if you get confused. And if you want to see a lot more of options on how to make Browbands, how they could look like, then please subscribe, because I really want to share it with you over the time, because I don't make Browbands that much any longer. Only with the glass Rivoli. I have made a video about it. It's a quite tricky one, but that's the only one I make it for customers. I feel it's really nice to and relaxing to sit and do your own things, your own stuff. I'm sad that I don't have any horses any longer. I used to have a lot. I had a riding center, and it was awesome. But then I got divorced, and everything was sold. And instead of getting too upset and depressed and whatever, I took a job in the UK, in Cumbria. I lived nearby Carlisle, and close to. I lived there twice actually. So I was at the riding school, Allenby Riding School, and at low farm riding school, close to Wigton, and it was pretty hard work. I know, but I enjoyed it. I worked 6 days a week, and on the 7th day I took my day off and went to the Lake District and walked around in the mountains and stuff with I have 2 children, 2 sons, and of course they were joining me. That was cool. And my son went to the English school, but that's many years ago. That was in 2002 and 3. But then after that, after a year, I came back to Denmark because I could tell that I was ill, and that was true. I had lymph or blood cancer, so I got back, and I got that chemo. Is it called chemotherapy? In first place, the doctors told me that they couldn't rescue me. Oh my goodness, I said. I was only 38 years old, and I said, but you have to rescue me, because I'm a single mom to 2 kids, and what's going to happen with them? So you have to do something about it. And they gave me a quite new chemo. It was almost an experiment, and they said, maybe this will work. Okay, I'll take that. Give me that, and they did. But it was so hard, and what should I say? But I survived, and that's the main thing. Yeah. But what life afterwards? I was sure that I was able to work a few months later and get back on my feet, and then just take off like I used to. I used to work a lot. I was a riding instructor in England and in Denmark too, but believe me, I was exhausted for years and years. I couldn't get back on my feet, and that was depressing. It had so many side effects, but then I started to be creative, and that helped me so much. I started out with painting, and I still paint. I paint horse paintings mainly. It's not enough glue. A bit more. Here it is. I started painting, and it went really well. I loved it, and I started to get some orders and stuff. But I also needed something else, and that was to sit like this and do something where I could focus, and yeah. I just have to take a look. It's not okay. So I started to make Browbands. Also because I knew a lot of people with horses, and I missed the horses, so I painted horses and I made stuff for Browbands for horses. And so in a way I felt I still had the contact to the horse people. But I loved teaching. But it was pretty hard for me, for my body. So I had to stick to this. And yeah, that's about 20 years ago, all of that. And now I just want to pass on my knowledge to you, because We don't know when the last day comes, do we? So why not try to help other peoples? I realized when I was sitting with painting or Browbands and other kinds of do-it-yourself stuff, I realized that my pains disappeared. I felt better. I could only work for so and so long, but it actually helped me. And I have had a lot of customers who said the same thing. They start to feel better, even though their body is in pain. So, as I said before, it's a kind of therapy, isn't it? Nope. Please shout out. It didn't work and I missed something. But it's going to turn out nice, doesn't it? Yeah. But anyway, it always feels really good when you can help other people. And that's the reason why I do this. But if you don't care and people don't subscribe or anything, then of course I know, oh right, it's not interesting enough. But I'll see what happens. I made a video, my very first video in 2012. It actually wasn't a video. It was just some pictures that I showed of the process when I made the large painting for the dressage rider Andreas Hellstrand in Denmark. And then I don't know what happened. I should have carried on, but you know, time goes by. Lots of things happens. Health was stupid, and so on. But now I really want to say, okay, you're getting older. You have to do something if you want to share it with people. So that's where we are now. Oh my goodness, you're getting my story, my life, my whole life story. I'm sorry if I bore you. But it also feels good if people know who you are dealing with. Who are they? I'm a bit tired of those profiles where people look like models and stuff, you know, looking so awesome and perfect life, and you know, life isn't perfect. Bad things happen for everyone. I just cut it off, yeah, with a pair of scissors. And today I'm 56 years old. Time is running. There we are. And I'm not sure about that glue now. I have to close the glue every single time, otherwise the glue starts to run out the tube by itself. Oh my goodness. Come on. There you are. Thank you. But I would love to hear from you. Who are you? What are you doing? What are you up to? What would you like to see in my next video? Do you have any wishes? I'm not sure if I can help you, but I could make a try. Give it a chance. I sold a lot of these, oh no, not again, Browbands on my website years ago, but I got so busy that it stressed me and I stopped doing it. So now I have chosen only to make that one kind of Browband that I provide now with the glass Rivoli. Here it is. So now I just, in some cases, I have the most of the materials myself and also sell them around the world. But that's not the point of it. That's not the reason why I'm here today. I really want to share my knowledge with you. This one was stupid. Always check the stone before you use it. Is it right or wrong, or does it have any failures, whatever it's called. I don't know what's called in English. Right? Almost done. When it's done, it has to, oh my goodness, again, away with that. It has to dry for, I would say, 24 hours before you bend it. But before you leave your work for drying, you have to check the whole Browband and see what now, is it okay or what? Did some glue pop up here or there, or what can I do about it, and you know, stuff like that. I'm also on Instagram, but I don't make videos about this there. It's only going to be here on YouTube, because they allow a lot longer videos, and it needs a lot of explanation and stuff. Right, I got some glue right there. I have to take it off right away, or to wait 5 minutes. That's the option. I'll take this one. But please tell me about you. Are you also creative? What do you think? How does it help you? Or some people, I have quite a lot of customers who make Browbands themselves, not only for their own horses, but they also go you know, to horse fairs and shows, and sell the Browbands. And I think that's a good idea. I don't do that. I don't have the energy for it. I know it sounds boring, but in a way I like to stay away, to stick at home, make my own stuff. I guess that's typical artist, isn't it? I don't know if it's gonna fit in the end. I'll take a look. If it doesn't, I have to move some of it. My goodness. What do I do? I need something to move this. And then a brown one. My goodness. So sloppy in the end. I can already tell what I need to do something to do about it. Let's take a look. As you can see, there is a space here, but I'm not sure it's enough space for this chain. I'll give it a try, but if not, then I have to cut up with my hobby knife to make it slightly bigger. But first of all, I'll try to press the things a bit together to get more space. Can you tell? Yeah. It's not easy to record and talk English when speaking English, and it's so poor, and do the whole stuff at the same time. But sometimes I really prefer if you could be more close to my work. It looks a bit narrow, doesn't it? I'll give it a try, but I don't believe it's working. If it doesn't work, I will. Sorry. Nope. As I told you before, there is only missing about a 0.5 millimeter to fit. Typical, isn't it? So what I'm going to do now is I will remove this one and this one too, because now it's completely dirty, filled with glue and looks awful. And I will put in the last stone and let it dry. After drying, I will cut this part with a hobby knife, and to get the last chain in there, I have to make sure it fits. It doesn't right now, so can I give it one more try? Are you patient enough? I don't think it will succeed, but I'll do my best. In a way, it looks like it would fit, but it doesn't. Nope, it doesn't. I'll leave it like this. I'll let it dry, and I'll check first of all, does it look well and stuff, and then I'll put the last one in here. I'll cut it up with a knife, hobby cutter. Let's take a look. What do you think? Right? Looks cool. So yeah, you could also use a brown Browband. That would look awesome, but it's easier for me to sell black Browband at the moment. I don't know why, but so it is. So I will take a picture of the finished result. I have to let it dry first of all, because I cannot start to cut it with my hobby knife right now, because of it will get too messy because of the glue, and maybe some of it will start to fall out, and you know. So I'll wait, but I promise you I'll take a photo of the finished result and show you. Okay? Happy day! And I made it. Here it is. I got the last stones in there. I had to use a hobby knife to cut up the leather and so I could get more space for it. What do you think? Cool, isn't it? I love it. I simply love it. Please subscribe if you want to see even more videos about how to make different kinds of Browbands. So see you again. Hi.